Good morning and welcome back to Miller's in Motion. I know you're not used to seeing my face open the videos, but Ryan and the dogs have headed out to Florida with the RV, but I had to stay behind and get some things done before I could leave. And you know what? Sometimes that's just the way it works, right? And that's how we make it work, because these are things that we want to be able to go do together. And so sometimes he leaves a little early and I meet him there so that we can have a great time when we get there. But you guys saw some of that adventure last week, so I'll take you along, show you what I'm up to before I head out and what I think about traveling by myself. But first, coffee. And you may be wondering, if we full-time in the RV and Ryan takes the RV to meet me at a destination, does that in fact leave me homeless? And the answer is kind of, sort of, yes. I mean, not really, because our families live in the area and they are always glad to have us. But essentially my home, yes, is gone, and I couch surf whenever he's not here. But I don't mind, it's good to see everybody. So this week I am staying at his parents' house, and it's not too bad because it actually cuts my drive to work in about half. So that's where we're headed this morning. All right, we've got a long day today, probably about 11 hours here at work, so I'll catch you guys on the other side. Oh, all right. Well, that here's a mess. Workday is done. Woohoo! One task down. We need to head to the barn and exercise Stella, and then we can actually get ready to head to Florida to meet Ryan and the pups. So just like any athlete, Stella has a little bit of an exercise regimen that we try to keep to as best as possible. Sometimes when we're not here, my trainers can definitely help out, but this time that's not quite the case. So while we're staying back an extra day or two, it allows me to get her some work so she can stay fit for some competitions this fall. Certainly don't like it whenever we have to split up for our travels, but in the time it took Ryan to drive to Florida, I knocked out 3 10 to 12 hour work days and got Stella exercised an additional 2 days. So it is really productive, and sometimes it just has to be done. But today's the day. We are flying to Florida to meet him, and we're going to take you as I go through the airport. I will tell you, Ryan and I travel differently at the airport, and let me go show you how we start. There are two kinds of people in this world: the ones that pack days before their trip, and then the others who pack minutes before their trip. And they always marry each other. Have you ever found that? So this is one of the things that Ryan despises. I know it, but it's ingrained in me and I don't know why. So yes, we're supposed to leave for the airport in literal minutes, and I need to go get the laundry out of the dryer. And he's going to shake his head whenever he sees this and has to edit the video. So sorry, baby. And just like that, we are ready to go. Sometimes whenever we travel separately and I head to the airport, I will park at the airport. But today, because I'm driving back with Ryan from Florida, I'm actually taking a rideshare service. So this is another one of those times to point out that we like to use miles and points to kind of augment our travel. And we have a rideshare service that encourages us and gives us a little reward for using them in this kind of a case. So those are little things to pay attention to that kind of help you make a little headway if that's what your goal is. But with us, that is one of the goals. If you want more information about how we use travel and points to help our travels, and how we kind of use everyday expenses to, how do I say this without not getting into YouTube jail, to help on the other side. So our everyday expenses, they rack up points and things like that for certain cards, and we use those points wisely. So if you want more information, head over to millersinmotion.com and we'll actually direct you to some of the people that help teach us. All right, let's get a ride in order and head to the airport. All right, we are switching cameras to get in and through the airport, be a little bit more inconspicuous. But anyways, a common question I get as a solo female traveler is, are you comfortable traveling alone? Are you comfortable doing like ride shares and things like that? And I would say that I am very cognizant of my surroundings and I'm very intentional. And with that being said, I really do not put myself into bad situations. I'm very aware of those sorts of things. And so, no, I feel pretty safe traveling. And if I didn't feel safe, that's not something that I would move forward with. And I pay a lot of attention to that. So if you're traveling alone, I think that it's perfectly fine to do as long as you are aware and kind of on your toes. That was fun. He was perfectly nice, good driving, but divulged to me that he had a gambling problem. So I guess you never know what people need to get off their chests. All right, we're at the airport. Let's get through security. So the plan had been to get here early so I could go to the lounge and show you guys around too, because I've never been. But as you can tell, I got a little distracted and I'm not upset about it. So yes, if I can find puppies, even if it's in the airport, I will, and I will pet them, as you saw. But anyways, that's a great distraction. Let's go on to the lounge. It'll be quick so that I can get on back to the flight. That seemed kind of quick, but it was kind of quick. They had some soups and salads and, beverages and things, but it was pretty crowded. There wasn't a place to plug in my computer. So I decided we're going to head back to the gate and just hang out there for a little bit. I'm not used to being here early, can you tell? Puppies and ice cream. I may have to start getting to the airport early more often. We made it. This place is a ghost town. Everybody's already gone, but the flight was uneventful, and I don't think that you can really ask for anything else in that kind of a situation. But I'm so excited to be here and to see Ryan and the pups again. And some people ask, this is kind of a lot of work. Is it really worth it? And for us, it totally is. And at the end of the day, if you're waiting for perfection, you're probably going to be waiting a long time. So yes, it may not be perfect, but we love it.
Well, at some point, I had to go pick up Lauren, and if you ever watch the beginning of our videos, at the bottom, we say thank you to our elite, I already forgot the name of it, our family members. It's my cousin. It's not my actual cousin. This is Wes Miller from the little ticker at the bottom of Wes and Mickey Miller. Yep. They're here with the RV Unplugged rally, and he was trying to avoid the family. No, bored. You were bored. That's right, bored. And so he came to the airport to pick up Lauren, and he does some things, so I just got to be careful because I don't want him to arrest me again.
Well,
I mean, not again.
Well, there was that one time, but we won't talk about that.
Mexico's off the table. So let's go get Lauren. Ryan from the future here. We got so excited Lauren made it to Florida, we forgot to film hooking up with her in the airport. Plus, we were trying to find her, which was a little bit of a struggle. Tampa's airport's kind of funky designed. Once you understand it, you understand it. But until then, it's not the easiest sometimes. So we connected with Lauren, got in the car, and then we got chatting with Wes and just catching up with them because we only see them a couple of times a year. So, and then we made our way back to Camp Margaritaville. And, well, this is where the next clip comes in.
I'm so happy to see you. So in the excitement of getting home, I recorded the best outro of my life, but unfortunately forgot to press the record button, so you guys will never see that. I'm sorry. Anyways, so I am glad to be back. While I don't mind traveling alone necessarily, it's not my favorite, but with some of the stuff I talked to you guys about, I don't feel unsafe in any way doing that. So traveling with my family will always be my favorite. So next week, we'll take you around the RV Unplugged rally there in Florida, and until then, bye, Mom.